up in there. Hey, shout out to Jesus. Shout out to the Buddha. Trataka is meditation through contemplation of a candle. Yeah. There's like many ways to, there's many. Honestly, there's an infinite technique for meditation, but we have to realize this, okay? My master taught me this. Meditation is a tool, right? This is a tool for what? Welcoming moths, right? Meditation is star of awareness, right? When you're disciplined in some mastery, makes your mind sharp. Somebody ringing the doorbell. Mr. Kane says, thank you so much for the great teachings of today. I have been here before, but today, facing sobriety, I felt so connected with this stream. I feel like I have a lot to learn from you. Sadly, I have to work early tomorrow. Hey, you can always rewatch me on rerun. Or just love your damn self, chill. Right? So I was meditating a lot, and the master goes, meditation is a tool. It helps you. Like sometimes you need to have a clear mind before making decision. But if you make decision out of anger, out of fear, you're just going to make a plan for fear and anger. Right? Like duh, but it's not duh. Many people don't know that. If you're ungrounded, which means your energy is all over the place, and you make a plan, you're going to make a plan out of ungroundedness or anger or discomfort or sadness. When your energy is grounded and clear, your ideas become more blossoming. But when you make decisions out of sadness, things lead to a dead end because negative energy is digging yourself into a hole if you keep facing it. Negative. It's like, pay attention. Okay, Lisa Ann. What do you think of streaming for this long, brothers and sisters? Here's the truth. I'm trying to teach, brother. I'm trying to show Insight Timer how to grow their platform. This is the future. Everywhere, this live streaming thing is what inspires. Because you know why? You feel connection. When you're live with people, it's what people want. When you're just watching somebody, I don't see you as an audience. I see you as the Sangha. I see that we're hanging out together and we're having real conversations that lead to making our life better, and it's beautiful. It's why would I do a 5-hour stream on the maximum you can even allow on Insight Timer is 2 hours. I'm like, y'all behind, Insight Timer. I'm gonna talk my mess right now. Y'all behind. You need to get with the program. If you want to actually help people and inspire people, get them live. We're waiting for all these authors that people don't want to read. But when people show up and hear it, like intense talk, right? Sometimes reading the book ain't inspiring. Sometimes when we listen to some authors, what the hell did they say? Because they're using language. Sometimes they want to use intelligent language to convey to people who don't even care. That's why I intentionally keep my language simple, because there are some people who don't even speak English as their first language, like me, who need things to be simple. But the author, sometimes they want to use technical language because they talk to this and that. And many people cannot absorb this kind of Dharma. I know I couldn't, right? And so the reason why I make sure I speak in simple words because everyone can absorb it. The children, that's why you see young people. We had a 7-year-old hang out in a live stream yesterday. We're like, is that even allowed? Why would a 7-year-old feel comfortable hanging out in a live stream? They could be playing Roblox. They could be playing a video game, but they're on Insight Timer. Like, okay, what's going on? They feel something. And here's the truth. When we're live streaming together in this positive vibes, many people are not used to the internet being this genuine, this authentic, and this loving. Now, on Twitch is different because Twitch, they're not as engaged, but sometimes they are, right? Because there's more guys on Twitch and some ladies. Welcoming Amanda. And on YouTube, it's just beginning. But on Insight Timer, we old up in here. I mean, we're also. We also. I forgot the word soul. Also. Okay, also. Elorian says, indeed, I could just watch anime or play video games, and instead I'm here. Why? I don't even know. We all crazy, I guess. Amanda says, yes, live is the real thing. It feels real and much more intimate. And that's why we on here. But I let my heart do the work. But the more we know, the more we get to know each other, the more trust we have in each other, the more the conversations, the energy in the stream, it flows on all platforms. You can feel it. On all the platform, people start commenting because they feel something. And then when I see that, I call it out because I'm just reading the love that you're expressing. Like Willow says, I love Insight Timer. When I'm laughing, yeah, right, that's the emojis going off. But I make the effort to how can we glue everything together? How can we unite? Because when we look at the world, sometimes it feels disconnected. But when I'm on live, I'm like, I feel connected. Right? When we're together, I feel absolutely connected. But it's not always like that. And so I'm just grateful. We got it good in here. We have it very good. Suleiman says live and direct is the only way. Thank you, Tanette, for your wonderful wisdom. And thank you for all the positivity. It's why we're soul sisters and brothers. Gotta be with your tribe to stay alive. Ooh, Anika. I'm coming out with. It's why we're soul sisters and brothers. Gotta be with your tribe to stay alive. Hanging out with my beehive. Ooh. Oh. What's your handle on Insight Timer? My name on here is thanettaout, which is it's on there. Boom. Oh wait, it's not on there. Okay. I have a heavy New York accent too. Siblings and cousin here, neither brother or sister. Thank you. Hey, shout out to the whole family. Looking forward. What is it? My best friend last name is Tao. That sounds like a Vietnamese last name for sure. I'm looking forward to joining you each day you're here tonight. Oh, thank you. The master told me to keep live streaming. He told me YouTube, and I'm like, that is not even working. People aren't really watching me. It's hard. But then he just means keep doing this online thing. It's really difficult. Let's just be honest with you. She's Laos. Okay. Angela says, I wrote a poem about what you're talking about and sent it to Emily, your brother. Hatchman says, I found you on YouTube first. Oh, beautiful. Wisby says, the internet can be a beautiful place. I live in a small town in the middle of nowhere in the UK and would never be able to listen to these teachings in person. And it's why I always stream the Sunday meditation. I know many people want to be with us on Sunday meditations and I only stream Sunday meditation on Insight Timer. So if y'all on Insight Timer, you're spoiled. Okay. Because I'm showing you're getting the H-Town, Houston, Texas sound bath every Sunday, which is a beautiful thing. It's very difficult because in the beginning I was copying other YouTubers who are spiritual, and I try to follow the spirit, try to follow what was popular. The truth isn't always popular. Things people want sometimes things people want, it's not always what they need. And I was like, I don't want to create some BS honestly, I've tried in the past, I do what's popular and it did grow, but it hurts me. Doing the wrong thing hurts me because I put God first. I put the Buddha first. I put the teachings of the ancients and our ancestors first. And when I go against that, because sometimes you got to break that form. You got to try doing the thing that you got to test your values. Because you're like, I just want to make it work. It works, but it comes at a cost. You lose your heart. You try to talk about the third eye and things to be popular. To grow authentically requires all of your heart and soul. And some people won't like it. Some people will just be offended because you raise your voice. Some people will be offended because you use language they cannot handle, or some people will just blame me for that I'm wrong, or I'm just doing the best that I can. Let's just be real. I'm just doing the best that I can with what I believe, and I'm learning myself. Like when I'm doing card readings, I'm learning how much intuition, how much to use, how much third eye energy should you use, how much intuition should you use versus more life skill. Some people need more mystical vibes and some people need more practical vibes, and that range is huge. And all I do is just sit there and surrender, and then the universe uses you. And I cannot charge money. That's going against everything that the master has taught me. You can receive money, but you cannot charge money. Because Jesus would never charge you for a healing, and Buddha would never charge you for knowledge and wisdom. Just the people spiritual business, that's all. Just $111. That's all. Just $111. Just $222. that whenever I touch on the subject of the spiritual community, spiritual business, it pisses. I'm aware that I'm aware that many people don't like it because that's just the mainstream spirituality is what we're doing. Past life regression, $111. Card reading, $20 for 20 minutes. And I was following that path too, brothers and sisters. All right, I could do sound healing. I should find a yoga studio where I could do sound healing. $20 per head. Okay. That makes sense. I can make money. And God's like, no, you is not. And I'm like, excuse me, God. I need money. And God's like, you gonna be fine. And I'm like, wah, but how? But when the universe says something, I just have to. There's no other way. That's why I'm like this. That's why I'm really weird as hell, because it's called being original. And I'm not ashamed to be weird. I'm not ashamed, right, that I'm sitting here for 4 hours talking about random stuff, playing the damn flute. But what I see is I see hope. I see people feel love. Right? I see humanity uniting. I see brothers and sisters enjoying time together online. I see people feeling the tribe. I feel the light in humanity happening. And when people think, right, in the mainstream consciousness, people think world war, politics, this and that, this, right? There's a battle. When I'm online, I'm like, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna eat with somebody. I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves their damn self. Just kidding. Ryan says authenticity is the highest vibration one can give to another. Authentic love, compassion needs to be authentic, not fake. Yeah, I can't even because this is authenticity. It does mean something. Your time and devotion is meaningful. Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. My time and devotion is absolutely meaningful, and I'm committed to that meaning and devotion now. You can hear the harp. Ding, ding, ding. Beautiful voice, better than Beyonce. Don't even compare, okay? I sing for God. She sing for money. It's different. She sing for money. I sing for God. It's different. Just kidding. Welcoming Lexi. Sadie. I keep hearing your... Sherry says, Tanette, I keep hearing your words in my head. Love your damn self. I hear my own voice in my head too. No, it's mostly quiet. It's calm and chill. I was like, oh, you pouty today? Again, before I arrived here today, The amount of, like, I've had like 5 YouTube channels. Think about that. The amount of, I just don't know how to give up on this damn thing. I was just like, man, the one channel don't work, I try something else. The amount of communities I have tried and experienced. I've gone to the Hare Krishna temple multiple times. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Right, I went to ecstatic dance intensely for a year, or a year. Every week, ecstatic dance. Because why? I'm looking for my community. I'm looking for where I belong. I'm looking for my tribe. Right? Let's see here. Sukdev says, I love your weirdness. You know, if you have listened to masters, they speak in a strange language to Western sensibility. Not to mention the usually Punjabi original language, Osho, Yogi Bhajan, Dalai Lama, Thich Nhat Hanh, is clear in English because he wrote a lot of books. Most are enigmatic and weird and funny. Because whenever you do the work and there's feeling, you want to do it every day. But now some practitioners are blunt and straightforward, Bodhidharma style, serious. God has a place for that too. Some people need that fierce style. I just combine it all. You know, I'm just more like, I see my style as like a Swiss Army knife in like a pink camel style or something, you know? Like, it's like, wait, what? It's a Swiss Army knife, but it's got cat. It's like a kitty pattern. You know, sometimes you need that bottle opener because they're thirsty for the waters, the Dharma, the gentle waters of meditation. Sometimes they need that knife because they need to cut through the ignorance. Right? Sometimes you gotta, right? Sometimes you need that wine opener because, you know, you're trying to embody I was gonna say embody the blood of Christ. I'm like, damn, we're going deep today. Like, I was raised Buddhist, but you know, I used to be a wedding videographer for 3.5 years. So I have been exposed to so many cultures, so many Catholic churches I've been to, just like, Amen. Ave Maria. We're here for the wedding of Laura Nicangela, the lover damsel. Our Lord and Savior, love your damsel. This is for the body of Christ and the blood of Christ. Amen. And the organ. The only Ave Maria I could do is whistling. And it goes like this. because I used to do ASMR on Twitch, and that's what I used to do. So I have like a welcoming Ryan. Better not. I used to go to sleep to listening to Ave Maria on YouTube. I think many people did. I mean, maybe it was just me. How do I play the flute? Become the flute? Yeah, shout out. I mean, I'm always down to collab in person. If you're in Houston, Texas, show up. Be like, hey, it's Blossom. Hello Kitty, Swiss Army knife. Okay, I'll take that. Maybe. Yeah, hello Kitty. Whenever I did ASMR. If you don't know what ASMR, it's literally like, I think everyone knows by this point. It's like the detail of sound. Welcoming brothers and sisters, right? But of course I had my own style, which is more singing ASMR like. Which is why when you hear me sing, somewhere over the rainbow, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Now the reason I don't do that voice all the time, it's that it's difficult to shift, because what it does, I close the throat and make it really small, and if I had to sing loud, I have to warm my voice back up. So I end up speaking at this tone. I speak at this tone, it's really close. And I'll sing songs like, when you were here before, can look you in the eyes, just like an angel. Skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so effing special. But I'm a creep. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say Lindsay says, you're fun and I like finding you on my smart TV under meditations. Oh, looked you up. Oh, thank you, Lindsay, for finding me on your smart TV. Check out my feet. Just kidding, just kidding. I was singing this. Amanda says, I'm an Oriental girl, so I like the Oriental flute very much, and your voice is so calming. I'm also a singer and songwriter. Hey, shout out to all the musicians and practitioners. I also love the dang Japanese flute. God. This is so beautiful. And this is from Portugal, and this dude is the best flute maker that I have ever purchased from. And I'm so impressed by the quality, the tone, because when I hear it, I'm like drunk from the sound. I'm like hypnotized by the sound, and I'm playing this dang thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing these sacred flutes, and it goes like this. I'm having a good time today, holy. I'm trying to stream longer. I don't think 5 hours is enough for me. When the energy is good, you just want to keep going. You know, when people are enjoying the time and I see y'all engaging, people are connecting, when people are opening up, you're like, something is working out. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Now, Hatchman says, the geisha is my favorite. This is more like the Zen monk. This one is the geisha. This one is from a flute maker in Denmark. Different type of wood. It sounds like this. magical. I mean, it's meditative. I mean, it's... Dave gets the spelling award. What? I feel like I'm floating with the beautiful sounds here. Now, I've been really enjoying the Halusi that I just got here. This is like the low-end Halusi. That's a bass sound. It's such a unique, romantic, because I'm used to the ethnic sounds, like more like this is that mountainous Chinese Hmong, and that tribal Asian vibe. And I'm about that life. This is like country vibe. This is what you call country in Asia. When you hear this is country. Like this is deep country. When you hear the banjo, this is like the banjo over there in the dang mountains. Very romantic, kind of like, sounds like kind of accordion, wee 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 wee. But it's a... So as I progress, I get better flutes because this is plastic, right? My first sound healing flute, plastic, right? This is a D, but as I do better job, because the wooden one does sound different and affordable. A drone flute is extremely expensive, but when it's 3D printed, Very affordable. The beginning. Which one does Dave like? Lindsay says, I have watched you 3 different times, usually catching the end of your show up on my... catching the end of your show up on my... Okay. Thank you. Well, we out here. Now, one of the most popular is the triple drone because it's dope. I mean, golly. I mean, the triple drone flute is sent by like Athena in heaven. Like, you know what? Earth is looking kind of wild. Throw some instrument down. And we get the triple drone. Deeper one. Welcoming Judy Cranston, a teacher from New Zealand. Shout out to all the teachers out there. This is one of my main tools I use for sound healing because when you hear it, it's like hearing a bagpipe. When you hear the bagpipe, you just freeze. But this is more like a melodic bagpipe. Definitely not a traditional Native American instrument. This is a Native American style from the gods. If you think that fingering is hard, look at this one. My pinky is the size of like 80% of my pinky. So I have to play, traditionally the bansuri is played like this. But look at how much you stretch. So instead I just use my pinky because don't make your life difficult. Unless you're trying to be extremely traditional. Everyone has a different thing, you know. Everyone has a different intention. I'm just trying to do some sound. I'm trying to serenade people's hearts so that they can fall in love with who they are. That's it. Took me a while to learn how to play this flute because the holes are so big and you have to cover them completely. If not, then you're gonna have leaks and then it doesn't play. But the beautiful thing is if you can get it, the sound, if you can be consistent, the airiness of the sound, it's Thank you, Blossom. We got about 7 minutes left. The one I don't mess with much is this one. This is called the shakuhachi. And this is it's a deeper bass. This is, I guess you can say, is a 2.4. And this is more of a meditation flute with yourself. It's not really, I learned that this flute is more for meditation than sound healing because it's hard to mic, that it's very airy, I'm sure, you know. And thank you, Anika. Good night. Thank you for the follow, the sub. Denny. So what? So I definitely need more time with this flute. But to play this flute dynamically requires a lot of air, which makes you empty out all of the air in your lung capacity, which is great for me. So I really enjoy the difficulties of playing this flute because the rest doesn't really challenge me with my breathing techniques because my lung capacity is high, but this one is really challenging because to play the higher pitches on even the bansuri, right, the ones that you heard, even to a smaller bansuri, so the moment I go to the higher octave, this mic is too sensitive. I need a dynamic mic, but the dynamic mic is not sexy. You know what I'm saying? When you can hear the details in a condenser mic, which is this, it's different. After Tanet ratio. Okay. Thank you, Sukdev. And I think I'll just end with the Jesus flute. So this is a flute from Eric the flute maker, who's down in Florida, who's been making flutes since like what, the 70s. He looked like Gandalf straight up, you know, big beard and very iconic looking being. Like his energy, right, his positive vibes, good stuff for you. Yeah. And he called this a Jesus flute because it makes you feel like you're in like the Aramaic time, kind of like. This is an Arabian flute, and it is beautiful. This is made in what, 2023, so recent. And he grew bamboo specifically that was able to make this flute for whatever reason. Okay, this size. So, I mean, when you are growing bamboo to make a specific flute, damn, that's on a different level of love and like mastery. You're growing bamboo for a flute. Hey, shout out to the. Which flute has a deep vibrating sound? All of them. Deep vibrating sound. The bansuri one, this. What's the damage? Oh, this? This flute is not, I mean, the thing is, that bamboo is to help reduce the price. But this is not, oh no, that's a different one. This one was like $100. This is the one, deep vibration. Oh, the deep, the didgeridoo, oh, the big vibrating flute. This thing. Okay, we can finish the stream with that didgeridoo. We don't have to do the Jesus flute. We can do the horn. And then we'll end the stream. This one is made of hibiscus. I'm not sure where this is from. It's probably China. You know, let's just be real. Can we get a bit of both? If that's what you want. This is let's see how it sounds first. Thank you. Is that a class? Oh, this is called didgeridoo. I've been deciding if I should get another one or not, but I realized it's not gonna make a big difference in what I'm doing because it's not the most melodic. It's a good shamanic tool, and I already have this. So this is with reverb. Yes, the didgeridoo is Australian. Really added to your yeah. It's like a very dominant, loud tube. This is a great tool for clearing energy. So whenever the energy is real bad at the park, we start with the didgeridoo. It's a giant horn, basically. Yeah, it's like basically a shamanic. In Tibetan culture, that's how they protect against black magic. That's why you hear the. And then here, this is a little of the Arabic flute. My lips are swollen from playing the didgeridoo because whenever you play the didgeridoo, it makes your lips really puffy. And so playing this, it's conflicting a little bit. Just a little bit. Anyways, thank you everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you Allison, Kathy. Thank you for all the people who went to bed. Caroline, thank you for hanging out. Eliaju, thank you for being here, and shout out to being a teacher. Why did you choose the flute? The flute shows me. That's why, like, the only thing that I'm classically trained in is a Thai recorder, and I don't even have it out because I don't even like playing, because I just feel like that's my, like, it doesn't, I don't feel it. But when I'm playing other instruments, it's really challenging, the breath work, so it's more meditative experience for me. And I originally chose the Tibetan bowl, but as you have to expand and grow what makes you happy. I'm grateful because, I'm happy. You should do what brings you joy, because it's gonna help bring others joy too. Right. I'm deciding if I should bring out my crystal bowls tomorrow or whatever, because I have them to change things up. The downside of the crystal bowls, it's very hard to mic. It's very hard to do. It's really hard to harmonize, because the crystal bowls are very dominant. Even though it's really feminine, they got the archangel vibes, and it's like a lot of light. And so, and they demand, the crystal bowls demand respect, and if you don't, why do you have them out? Right. So that's why whenever you pick up an instrument, it's telling you how to use it. Like when you hear different things, the teacher is already in the instrument. The teacher is in your heart. You just gotta connect with the ancestors, and naturally the instrument teaches you how you should operate, and it'll come out in an original way. Anyways, thank you everybody. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for all the donations, and I will see you tomorrow. 3 ohms, I guess, to wrap it up. Breathing in. Breathing in. Last one, breathing in. We remember to be grateful for the platforms that we're blessed with: Insight Timer, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Grateful for each other's presence and the art of love and joy that unites humanity. Grateful we can have fun. Grateful that we can connect to using the internet to feel love, because sometimes the internet full of some BS, but we can feel this thing called unconditional love, vulnerability, and grateful that we can find each other here online where it's fulfilling and not as noisy, but sometimes we make loving noises and not that kind. We're grateful that we woke up today, our ears work, our eyes work, we can have fun. This thing called life is a lot easier with a tribe, with the Sangha, with community. And we're grateful. We're all brothers, sisters, nephews and nieces, uncles and aunties. We're all as one. The end. Thank you everybody. Thank you Laura, Kathy. Shout out to all the teachers, practitioners. Thank you Sam. And and thank you for all the loving words. And I'll see you next time. Christina, Mai, Lisa Ann, Kata, turn on the dime. Good night on Insight Timer. And now we're gonna end the things on YouTube. Thank you, everybody. We're gonna end the things on